This is stomach 36 point. So we start off, just take it away, that's it. We hook the hand over the top of the kneecap here, like that. Point the middle finger down towards the ankle, and the point should be underneath the end of the finger here, this middle finger. If we take your hand away, thank you very much. And then you can see we've marked it already. This also helps. That's the center of the leg there, the center of the shin bone, okay? And the bone is starting to really flare around here. We look in here for a sore point. We're looking for a sore point. Looking around for a sore point. There we find it. Sore point. That's our moxa point. There. Does that look okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. You stay as still as you can. So here we have GV12. GV12 is on the spine between the vertebrae, and we find it. There's a line at the top of the shoulder blade here. There's a nice ridge here. We find it by coming along where that intersects with the spine. That's the point. Same from the other side. Top of the shoulder blade comes in. It's at that point here, and there's a gap between between the vertebrae. You can feel a little gap in there. That's the point. That's GV12. This is bladder 23 and bladder 20. So bladder 23, we locate bladder 23 first, and we locate it by finding the underside of the ribs on the side. So the ribs coming in here. At the bottom of the ribs, that's the line, the horizontal line to find bladder 23. So we can see we've put a little dotted line along where the ribs lie. So this is the center line of the spine. These are the joints between the vertebrae. So we're looking level with the bottom of the ribs, level with this gap in the vertebrae here, and we find the point a little bit out from, and we're looking for a tender point round here, looking for tender. Same thing on the other side. We're looking for a tight, tender point. Sometimes there's a little knot in the muscle. That's our moxa point. And when we've located them, we just want to check that they're roughly the same each side, so then we know that we've probably got the right points. So that's bladder 23. Now we've got a gap here. If we go up the vertebrae, go up one vertebrae, there's a little gap here between the bone, up another vertebrae, little gap here in the bone, and then these are the lumbar vertebrae, the bigger vertebrae. Then we go into the thoracic vertebrae. The next one's a shorter one, it's very clear here, and bladder 20 is level with that one. So it's 1, 2, short one, 3 vertebrae above the level of bladder 23. This is the level for bladder 20. And we're going on the top of the muscle. These are the muscle coming down beside the spine. And we're looking for a tight point again. So we're looking around for a tender point, tender point, tender point. We're always looking for tender points. You'll find that these bladder 20 points are nearer to the central spine than the bladder 23. Bladder 23 is wider. Tender point, tender point, tender point, tender point. Bladder 20, bladder 23.